Deaconess Jamie Alden died the morning before Christmas Eve, 2021. Hillary, Jamie's widow, has asked me to offer a remembrance. I remember Jamie as someone with the biggest heart connected to one of the brightest minds I've ever known. She poured herself out like a libation to predominantly Black and Hispanic youth of the South Bronx, all before she was ever a Deaconess student. Jamie was consecrated in 1975 and served for many years in what became Lutheran Immigration and Refugee Services. Jamie was also certified as a high school teacher and was a leader in the advocacy efforts for inclusion of gays and lesbians in the church. I first met Jamie in 1981, Carthage College, Kenosha, Wisconsin, my first annual meeting. I was still a student, a deaconess intern, 125 pounds, 6 feet tall, lanky, new, filled with many insecurities. I'm the only Black person at the meeting and also the only student attending the meeting, which meant I didn't have a group. And with one gesture, Jamie welcomed me to community. Jamie was a New Yorker. And what I can say to you is there was no back and forth with Jamie, only forth. And oftentimes she took us forth without us realizing that she was the leader. I'm going to give you 3 solid examples of her contribution to community to give you a sense of her legacy. The first is, if a deaconess performed your rite of consecration, you can thank Jamie for that. When it came time for Jamie to be consecrated, she asked, why? Why would a pastor perform the rite and not a deaconess? When the LDA looked into it, there was no reason other than tradition. So Louise Fox became the first in our community, the consecrated deaconess, and that deaconess was Jamie Alden. If you enjoy coming to an annual meeting and the facilities are accessible, you can thank Jamie for that too. She was the voice that said, hey, we're getting old. That whole college campus routine's not working for all of us anymore. She took us forth. Jamie, years ago, was called to serve as a vacancy pastor for an LCMS congregation in Brooklyn. Not only did she take the position, but she donated every penny of that salary to the LDA. As a final testament of Jamie's commitment to community, she's asked that half of her ashes be placed at the garden of the LDA so she can be in community forever. God be praised for the life of our dear sister, Jamie Alden, a gift to community for many generations to come.